As I'm sure you know, millions across the U.S. are dealing with this extreme heat, where at times the temperatures will be in the upper 90s or even the triple digits. But the real problem is the heat index, which I'll talk about in a moment. We have this dome of high pressure sitting overhead. It's parked here, and it's going to remain for some of the upcoming week, continuing to bring us those hotter temperatures, increasing the dew point temperature, the moisture in the air, and that is going to give us these high heat index values. And it's not so much the heat that's a problem, of course, it's the heat index. And this is why we're so concerned about it, is because our bodies are not yet acclimated to the heat. If it were August and we had this, it wouldn't be as much of a problem, but here we are in June. It is a problem. Now, this is the heat risk map that looks at what conditions make you susceptible to heat-related illnesses. It looks at the dew point, how unusual is the heat for this time of year. It takes into account vulnerable populations. And on Sunday, we are in the purple. That is the extreme category. On Monday, still in the purple for the St. Louis area. And even across Missouri, we're seeing moderate to major impacts from the heat that we're going to be experiencing and that triple-digit heat index. Again, we're not acclimated to this. Also, keep in mind that heat is a cumulative effect. You might not feel it on the first day of this heat, but you'll feel it by day 2 or day 3. It begins to wear on you. Temperatures going to be hot as well between the 22nd and 26th. That's especially when we feel those temperatures peaking around 98 degrees on Sunday, Monday 97, and then we see those temperatures returning to the mid-90s by the midweek. Also seeing some rain chances building back into the forecast, 20% chance on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Looking forward, we get a little bit better at the very end of June and into early July. This is more of that summer-like heat that we should be seeing this time of year. We have a return of those lower 90s. We get a break from those extreme temperatures, and maybe even a chance at the very end of this extended forecast where we could see a day back in the 80s.